Yo, how's it going everybody? Ray here, and I know it's been a good long while since I've uploaded, definitely more time than I would have hoped, and you might be wondering, well, what have you been up to? Have you been, have you been making a video that we're excited to see? I mean, it's been so long, you must have been working on something very innovative, very creative, and honestly, I'm just gonna shut that down right now.
You deserve better. I'm not saying I'm it, but I'm the guy that says you deserve better. You go get better. You say, thank you, weird man, bye.
I have been watching Sweet Genius. It's a food show. It's not really a cooking show. You got this one. You probably know about it from Star's video. I'm not gonna go over it. And I wanted to make a video on it, but I just scrapped that idea because I didn't want to get a DMCA strike, and it probably wouldn't have worked out either way. But I've been developing this super perfectionist attitude about my channel, and I've been reconsidering a lot of things. I deleted around 200 gigabytes of TF2 footage just because I thought it wasn't good enough, and I thought it wouldn't please people, and I've just been so overly critical and perfectionist about what I do that I thought I would actually go back and redo some old thumbnails, and I've been trying a new thumbnail style. Maybe you can see it in this thumbnail if you noticed. I got the outline, the glow. It's whatever. Nobody really cares about that stuff. We're here to talk about what you probably care about, but it's definitely not been milked enough by the whole TF2 community.
It's the end of culture. Culture's over, everybody. We lost. This is entertainment. How is this entertainment? People we've seen too much of.
And listen, I have nothing against the people that did do that, except now, what is it that I can bring to the table that basically no one knows about? There's nothing. There really isn't anything, but I'm just gonna give my thoughts because apparently people actually care about that stuff from YouTubers, maybe. I definitely think that the update is something that TF2 needed to give it the boost that it so desperately didn't have. And I don't know if Overwatch was a big factor in considering Valve to really look at their game critically and say, well, why haven't we been implementing competitive? This is something that they should have done years ago, in my opinion. I don't know why they're doing it now, and more so, I don't know why they're putting it on their site that, yeah, hey, we're listening, we know what's been up, but why are you saying this stuff now? People don't really care too much anymore. What's the relevancy of saying that you're listening and you're actually doing stuff so late after people actually wanted to see the changes implemented? I do agree here that it's much easier to complain about something not being in the game rather than actually doing something about it, because at the end of the day, we're consumers. If we complain about something, they'll get the feedback, but it still takes a long time for them to make these changes happen. I don't know if it's something regarding to how effective they are as a company, but I do agree they probably have a lot on their plate. They also make a lot of money from what they have on their plate, but that's definitely not what I'm here to address. In a way though, what upsets me is the way people reacted to this update, because they had as bad of a reaction as Ron Ben Israel had to this poor French cook's dessert. Just have a look.
I put it on a whisk because the butterflies, they were put like on a whisk. What I was doing was illogical.
Chad, do you find it amusing?
I apologize, I do not find it amusing at all.
We'll get to your dessert next.
What definitely upset me about their execution is how Valve handled the configuration of competitive play. I just feel like it's not optimized at all. View models are a very big deal. It's a big deal that you can't turn them off. Coming from me as a sniper main, I find that very difficult. I've also had a lot of problems recording competitive because of FPS dips and because of lag. That's pretty much something I always have, and that's why videos have been delayed. I try to look at this gameplay. This is the gameplay of a desperate man. This is the gameplay of a man looking for something to record. I definitely appreciate the fact that Valve tried to implement a way to play TF2 competitively in the game. It's definitely something I thought that was needed for a very long time, and now I don't have to go to third-party websites like TF2 Lobby, which I don't even think exists anymore, TF2 Center, TF2 Stadium. It's just less of a hassle, and it's nice that people take the game more seriously now. I definitely think that even casual mode has players that are trying way harder, which is good. It's definitely fun if you're trying to, take the game more seriously, and it's trying to alleviate this sort of very casual play. I feel like TF2 was a game that was regarded as being too casual at times, even though it did have a very strong competitive community, but now with that community being integrated in the game, I definitely think it's a step in the right direction, despite what most people are saying. saying about it. And don't get me wrong either, I am a very big pub scrub. The reason why I actually enjoy this update is because I never had a chance to really get myself into competitive, and I just thought that being on a team and doing it that way would just be too much pressure, and that was something I did not want to put up with. But now I can do it in my leisure time and I can still have fun with it. What I don't like, however, is community servers. Now, let's talk about community servers for a second. The only server that would be considered a community server that I ever played on and ever liked playing on, this was way back in the day, like 3 years ago when the server was still being updated, is Ster server. Well, never mind, that's the wrong picture. That was Mela. He basically just streams now. Ster, please. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Ster server. You probably know him. He's the guy that basically became a meme because he doesn't make TF2 videos anymore. Well, he didn't actually become a meme. It's just, remember when Ster made TF2 videos? Remember those days? Well, yeah, he actually does have a server, and I found this in an official post by him on his Reddit. Well, it wasn't really a post, it was more of a reply. But the reason why his server doesn't have anyone playing on it anymore, which is quite sad, because I love custom maps. I love the maps that were implemented in the update. Sunshine, Metalworks, those are both great maps. I love that. But the problem is, Ster had a really good variety of custom maps. I know there are other community servers out there, but it's just not the same. I loved his specific map rotation. So I guess the reason why the server just crashes now is because he stopped updating it, obviously losing interest in TF2, and he just couldn't keep up with the recent updates that would probably always break the server. So that's definitely sad to see. If you actually go on a list of community servers, I use Game Tracker sometimes to find these. They also have ads, which is a problem. I know Skyle is something that people use nowadays and people play on if you don't want to play casual, and Skyle can still be fun. I just don't like it because the majority of custom servers and community servers have either weapon mods and all that sort of stuff that I don't want to get into and I'll probably never get into. But Skyle servers just seemed a little too packed. I always like playing on servers that are, lighter, don't have 32 players or even 24 out of 24 players. That's just not me, and this is just something that people might not know. You can actually disable the HTML mods which disable server ads or the welcome screen that people might not want to see. You just go in your advanced options, and if you didn't know, now you know. So there's that. And of course, this video wouldn't get anywhere without me telling you a little bit about what I voted for in the heavy versus pyro vote. I actually ended up going with heavy just because I feel like the class is severely underplayed, and on the other hand, pyro is just completely broken. Honestly, I don't want to go that far as to say pyro takes no skill, but honestly, just look at this. If you could just walk forward at people, why? I mean, sure, maybe if pyro does win, which I think will be the case, because as far as I know, there are way more pyro mains, and this will just put heavy at more of a disadvantage. Fuck. But basically, I just feel like they need to really take a look at heavy, make it more fun. I don't know why there isn't something like the Razorback for heavy, but that's basically all I wanted to say. I just feel like it's all going to get better with time, and people had a very cynical attitude looking at the update so far, as Mr. Paladin quit TF2 because of the update. Katamono, I know, lost a bit of interest, and I don't really believe in the concept of just recording game just to record, but hey, we all have those days. That happens to everyone, so it's probably going to get better with time. That's all I'm going to say. I just want to give a quick shout out to TomTheSuperPie before I end off this video for making me this amazing speed paint art sort of thing. But it was really cool, and this is the first time someone has ever done this for me and actually like posted it on YouTube. I know a lot of my YouTube friends have so many of these done for them, and this was my first one. I have gone fan art before, but never a video like this, so I really encourage you to go check out his channel. He makes good videos, and that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for this video. So until next time, peace.
Cause I wanted my name in lights when I could have fed a family of 4 for 40 fucking fortnights. 40 fucking fortnights. I am an artist, please God forgive me. I am an artist, please don't revere me. I am an artist, please don't respect me. I am an artist, feel free to correct me. A self-centered artist, self-obsessed artist. I am an artist, I am an artist, but I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, and maybe I'll grow out of it.